I look at software development as creating an overall work plan and filling out all the details, which may take days, weeks, months, or even years to complete. In my view, a successful software development entails deciding and specifying what to produce or work product, finding ways to produce them, and creating all the details. This is my standalone client-side rendering, no third-party library, React front-end app development paradigm, and process spec. Within a few months, if not a few weeks, I'll cover the React front-end app development with use of one or more third-party libraries such as Create React App and Next.js. Work product. Work product per React rendered web page. One React HTML web page, one or more React component JavaScript files, one React web page rendering JavaScript file. For examples, refer to Alan Young's stock market demo at github.com/alanyoungdev/stockmarket. Other work products, utility function and data variable JavaScript files. Process spec. 1. First stage. Design and specify the web page content if not already done. Stage 2. Review the official React documentation at react.dev/learn and react.dev/reference/react. Plan which React API functions to use. Stage 3. Create all the React HTML web page files and write out their content in batch. Stage 4. Create all the React web page rendering JavaScript files and write out their content in batch. Stage 5. Create all the React component JavaScript files. Stage 6. Write out the content of each React component JavaScript file, one file at a time. Stage 7. Produce and execute the React front-end app test code in a separate work process. Concerns, issues, and techniques in React app development. Quite a lot. React looks simple compared to Angular and even to Vue, but there are still a lot of issues to consider when developing issues to consider and successfully deal with when developing a React front-end web app. All right, how Alan Young thinks when using React, a method for applying the official React documentation. I cover all of these eventually. Right now, I don't have them. Well, actually, I have them on my website, so check them out at alanyoung.dev website. So the issues, concerns, issues, and techniques in React app development. I think about these issues and I deal with these issues. I successfully resolve these issues when I develop a React front-end web app. How Alan Young thinks when using React, a method for applying the official React documentation. Fastest way to add React to a website, when and why to use reducers and context in React app, efficient data fetching in React app, React front-end web app code checklist, when and why to use different React hooks, when and why to use different built-in React components, when and why to use different React APIs, when and why to use different React DOM components, when and why to use React DOM APIs, when and why to use different React DOM client APIs, when and why to use different React DOM server APIs, how to use TypeScript in React app code, how to write React app test code, source code files to create and their folder locations in React web app development. A very basic thing, basic issue, but it must be handled. It must be dealt with and resolved early at the development, at the beginning of the development. Setting up JSX on development computer, splitting React component into multiple files, React element and component creation, React props and stage using React JSX, styling in React, React app event handling, React app conditional rendering, React app form handling, React app lazy loading, React app testing and debugging, how to write React unit and integration test code, React hooks, React error handling, static type checking, React toolchain, using create React app to build a React app, which I don't personally like too much. I like a bare-bone React app using no third-party library. Maybe except Next.js because it's got nifty features. React DOM, React app dialog, React app animation, how and why to use Webpack with React primer. React app development preparation using Node.js npm for no production dependency React app. Yay. React app development techniques in Alan Young's Stock Market Develops Journal.pdf at github.com/Alan Young dev/stock market. Check that out. That has some issues in developing a real React, a real life React front end web app. Alrighty, a lot of things to do in software development. A lot of things to deal with and handle. That's why I love software development. I love the complexity. I'm drawn to complexity. If it's just simple, it's not for me.